G'day guys, how you going? Hope you're all doing very well. This afternoon I'm going to be doing a review of a British horror movie. It's a low budget film released in the year 2009, directed by Lawrence Goff, and this film is called Salvage. And the story to Salvage is as follows. When a container washes ashore, the residents of a quiet British suburb are suddenly plunged into violence, terror and paranoia. Ordered to retreat to their houses at gunpoint by a team of heavily armed military personnel, the residents soon discover that terror will hunt them down. So the movie centres around a small group of residents who live in a very quiet street in a suburb in Britain, and straight away we get an insight into these personalities. They're very unlikable, but at the same time sympathetic because they have very real problems and their lives are very, very complicated. So just when they think that their lives can't get any worse, it does. One morning, the street is overrun by a group of armed military personnel. Now, they force the residents of this street to take refuge inside their house at gunpoint because there is an unknown danger lurking around. So the military aren't telling them what it is. All they know is that they have to stay in the house until told otherwise. So the residents start, thinking there's a lot of paranoia, and this danger has connection with a shipping container that's washed ashore nearby. Now, it's not clear as to what this danger is inside it, but they kind of think that it might be a terrorist attack, or they have some other theories as well, but no one really knows. So as the movie progresses, the unknown danger gets more and more intense, and the lives of the residents are put in grave danger. So if you want to know how the movie unfolds, please go out there and see this film yourself. That's as far as I'm going with a synopsis. It's a very simplistic approach that the movie has, so the less I say, the better. Now my thoughts on the film. I had hesitations coming into this one. This is a low-budget movie that no one has ever heard of, or well, not so much never heard of, but never talks about. So when I saw all these rave reviews on the front there, I thought, that could be a marketing gimmick because, I've been through this before. I've got a movie based on the fact that on the front cover there's been a lot of good write-ups, but then when you see it, it's just crap. And that's something that's very common amongst low-budget movies, and I feel that it's more of a ploy to entice the viewer to actually get the movie. So having my hesitations and skepticism coming into this one, I was a massive fan of British horror, so I was willing to give this one a shot. And I'm so glad I did because as far as low-budget horror films are concerned, this one is of the highest order. Now, the reason it works so well is that the director is full aware of the budget, and he's full aware that the viewers have a brain. So they're not going to be won over by cheap tricks such as cheap CGI and all that kind of stuff. And he makes it, this is a very mature kind of horror film, and it's based entirely on suspense and paranoia. So it's more of a psychological film than a gore fest. So gorehounds, I would say, need not apply to this one. But if you like your good old-fashioned, intelligent, suspenseful films, this one will really, really please you. I actually thought this is second to none as far as low-budget filmmaking is concerned, because when you watch the movie, the director projects the movie as though it's something of a higher budget, but it's like it's very natural and it's not forcing itself to look like it's something of a higher quality. It just is a higher quality because of the way it's been shot and the way the actors have gone about their character portrayals. Now, the three-quarters of the film, you have no idea what this danger is. You're as oblivious to the situation as the characters are. And that's what I feel the film's biggest strength is. It's the level of the unknown. We don't know if it's a terrorist attack. We don't know if it's an animal. We don't know if it's a creature, a psychopath, or a paranormal entity. You just don't know. So you don't know if these characters are safe inside their houses, whether or not they should make a run for it or stay put. The military were posing a threat. So it's a very discomforting situation that the characters are facing, and I actually felt that the director did a very good job at putting the viewer in the shoes of the characters, which is what I felt that the film really needed, because as I said, the characters aren't likable. You don't have any sympathy for them. You can't really connect to them. Although they have real problems, you don't really care if they survive this ordeal or not. But as I said, it doesn't rely on character development. It doesn't rely on a connection. It just relies on the fact that it's just good old-fashioned, I don't know what's out there, but whatever is out there, it's dangerous. So for that, really, really good stuff. The acting was good. I mean, they didn't have too much to play with as far as characters are concerned. The violence was pretty nasty, although it's a little bit overrated as far as the violence is concerned. I didn't think it was overly, that gory or bloody. But yeah, this is horror of the highest order because I feel psychological horror is the hardest to create by far. Nothing is ever cheap in the film, although it is sort of a cheaper sort of budget, and it just demonstrates how low budget films can, how good they can actually be. So I'm giving this 4 out of 5. I do feel the film kind of falls flat when it's revealed as to what the danger is, but having said that, as soon as it's revealed, it pretty much ends. So you don't have a long time to really dwell on it. So yeah, 3/4 of the movie was absolutely fantastic. It's a movie that is very, very underrated. I would highly recommend it to anyone out there who wants your horror a little bit different. If you're a fan of low budget stuff, this one will really please you because, it is a demonstration of filmmaking of the old type, the more Alfred Hitchcock type rather than, the Eli Roth type. So yeah, 4 out of 5. It's coming very highly recommended. Alright guys, that's my review. I hope you enjoyed it. Till next time, take care of yourselves, keep watching movies. I'll see you later. Bye.